We are on the verge of creating emotionally sentient systems. From applications in healthcare and education to self-driving cars and voice-controlled digital assistants. How do we get there, and what are the ethical implications? Join us as we sit down with Daniel McDuff at Microsoft Research in Redmond, Washington, to discuss emotionally sentient agents and effective computing.
Think about R2-D2, a system that we see in science fiction that is able to communicate with rich, non-verbal information and communicate emotions to Luke Skywalker. And that connection allows them to collaborate much more effectively as a human-machine pair, which they wouldn't be able to do if R2-D2 couldn't communicate that it was scared or excited about a particular situation. We want to bring those types of affordances to technological interfaces, so human-computer interaction can be improved if we give it the ability to sense and respond to human emotions. What I'm particularly passionate about seeing is seeing these systems help support people and help people collaborate with the system and with each other in order to achieve things that they want to do, so make them more efficient or happier or improve their well-being.
There are many design aspects and challenges to creating an emotionally sentient system. Researchers need to build machine learning algorithms that can turn facial expression or voice tone into emotional labels.
So this is software we developed to capture people's emotional state using camera and microphone, and this is what we use to drive the agents that are responding to your emotions. So what the system's doing is analyzing video and audio in real time and extracting facial expressions and the sentiment of the language that I'm using. It can also detect things like head nods, head shaking, other social gestures. It can even detect my heart rate. One of the challenges with labeling is with emotion, which is very fluid. It's a spectrum of experiences. Different people would describe the same feeling in different ways depending on their personality and depending on the situation. So creating a comprehensive taxonomy of emotion is very challenging.
But recent technological advancements in both machine learning and connectivity of the internet have allowed researchers to obtain much greater amounts of data and measure the data more accurately.
People don't act the same in a lab as they do in real life. So rather than doing this in a lab, we can now ask people to opt in through their devices in their home using the internet to gather data, and we're able to study emotional responses of hundreds of thousands of people. So as we build these systems that are able to create much richer interactions with human beings, there are a number of concerns that we need to address. So the first is, how do we collect data in a way that's respectful so that people always opt in to share their emotional data with the system, with the agent, and they can choose to opt out at any point and preserve their privacy. And there may be technological solutions to that, but there are also social solutions, social norms we can create around these systems. When are they on? When is the system listening? Another concern is, as we make systems that are able to express emotion, people might think these systems are more intelligent than they actually are. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
So that's a big concern. How do we expose the true accuracy, if you will, of the system and not mislead people? Using advancements in machine learning that we've seen in terms of sensing and also synthesis, we're now able to build these end-to-end systems that people can have real open-ended conversations with that respond to your emotions. And that's very important if you're trying to build a system for the elderly or people who are perhaps lonely, maybe are suffering from mental illness and want a companion, some kind of system that's able to help them reframe a situation, remind them to take some medication. And if they form a closer bond with that agent and trust it more, it's more likely to succeed.
Find out more in Designing Emotionally Sentient Agents, a review article in the December 2018 Communications of the ACM.